We knew so little about the variety store business that we had to take the book that was written by Ben Franklin and apply the principles. But of course, we added on, didn't we? And we started doing strange things like cranking up ice cream machines on the sidewalk on Saturday night, running popcorn on the other end of the sidewalk, hawking anything we could hawk on that looked like it might have a chance to sell wherever.
$572 billion. That's how much revenue Walmart generated in 2021. With over 2 million people working for the company, it is the largest employer in the world and the biggest retailer in terms of sales. But building such an empire was no easy feat. It all started when a poor farmer, who after being told he had no career in the retail business, decided to open his own store. A hard-earned foundation, Sam Walton, was born in 1918 in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, into a struggling farming family. The income from their farm couldn't support the family, so his father, Thomas, took various jobs to make ends meet, moving the family frequently. By the time they settled in Columbia, Missouri, Sam had learned the value of hard work through odd jobs. He delivered milk to neighbors, managed local newspaper routes, and even worked as a waiter to pay his way through college at the University of Missouri. During these years, Walton discovered two things that would shape his future: a knack for leadership and an interest in business. He participated in sports and led Boy Scout troops, escaping his parents' frequent arguments by keeping busy and becoming a natural leader. He graduated in 1940 and took a sales trainee job at J.C. Penney, a small shop at the time in Des Moines, Iowa, where he learned the ropes of retail. Though his manager nearly fired him for poor bookkeeping, Walton's gift for customer service and sales kept him on board. The first store and the dawn of a new strategy. After serving in World War II, Walton was eager to try his hand at running his own store. In 1945, he borrowed $20,000 from his father-in-law, added $5,000 of his savings, and bought a Ben Franklin variety store in Newport, Arkansas. The decision was risky. Small retail stores were notoriously prone to failure. Not only was the store unprofitable, but the rent was steep. Nonetheless, Walton had a strategy. He would sell goods at lower prices than his competitors by buying from cheaper suppliers and operating on a high-volume, low-margin model. This approach was unconventional at the time. Most store owners sought profit on each sale rather than relying on large volumes to make up the difference. Walton, however, bet that customers would flock to low prices. His gamble paid off as sales increased dramatically, and soon his store was thriving. Walton constantly experimented with new ideas, setting up popcorn stands, offering special deals, and even moving merchandise outside to attract customers strolling by. Just as Walton's first store in Newport became a local success, he faced a crushing setback. The lease on the property wasn't renewable. The owner refused to renew his lease, taking advantage of the improvements Walton had made to the location. Devastated, Walton had no choice but to walk away from his thriving business. This setback taught him a crucial lesson. Never again would he make a move in business without securing his rights. Determined to start fresh, Walton found a new store location in Bentonville, Arkansas, and in 1950 opened Walton's Five and Dime on a 99-year lease, ensuring his business future was secure. Despite critics doubting he'd last in Bentonville, Walton's customer-first approach again won the day. His low prices and friendly service stood out, and he quickly built a loyal customer base. In the late 1950s, Walton became convinced that discounting could be applied to every item in his store, not just select products. Most retailers at the time only offered sales on specific items, but Walton envisioned an entire store stocked with discounted goods. His plan was simple but radical. If he could provide low prices on everything and reach small-town customers, he could revolutionize the retail business. His idea was to open large stores in small towns and keep them stocked with low-cost items. However, putting this vision into practice required considerable funds. When the company backing Ben Franklin stores declined to support his expansion, Walton took a personal gamble. Mortgaging his home and borrowing heavily, he opened the first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas in 1962. Customers loved the convenience of having low-priced goods close to home, and Walmart quickly became the go-to store in Rogers. With his discount model a success, Walton aggressively expanded, opening new stores in small towns across the South. By 1970, he took Walmart public, generating $5 million from the initial stock offering. This influx of cash enabled him to pay off debts, fund more stores, and offer stock options to employees, making them partners in Walmart's growth. Walton's philosophy of shared success encouraged employee loyalty and engagement, helping Walmart run efficiently and keeping costs low. Another key to Walmart's success was Walton's focus on innovation. To save on transportation, he placed stores close to distribution centers, ensuring quick restocks and reducing delivery expenses. Walton even implemented self-service shopping before it became widespread, allowing customers to browse freely and select their own items. In 1983, Walton introduced Sam's Wholesale Club, a warehouse-style store where customers could buy in bulk. Targeted towards small business owners and budget-conscious families, Sam's Club offered discounts on large quantities, adding another layer to Walton's expanding retail empire. The concept resonated immediately, and by 1990, Walmart had grown to over 1,000 stores and employed 150,000 people. With Walmart's rapid rise came criticisms, particularly from small businesses unable to compete with Walmart's low prices. Walton, however, felt his mission was clear: offer the best value to his customers. "The whole thing is driven by the customers, who are free to choose where to shop," he remarked, acknowledging the competitive impact while underscoring Walmart's purpose. Building a lasting legacy. Sam Walton's work ethic and business insights fueled Walmart's rise to become the leading retail chain in the US and beyond. By prioritizing value, Walton kept Walmart competitive and resilient. He introduced metal shelving for durability, kept stores open longer than competitors, and offered ample parking to make shopping as convenient as possible. Walton's attention to every detail, from layout to logistics, drove Walmart's incredible success. In 1979, Walmart became the first company in Arkansas to reach $1 billion in annual sales. By 1987, Walton's focus on growth, cost-cutting, and employee partnership had turned Walmart into a nationally recognized powerhouse, and the company continued to grow in the years that followed. One early investor who had purchased $1,650 in Walmart stock in 1970 saw the value soar to over $700,000 by the late 1980s, a testament to Walton's business acumen. Sam Walton passed away in 1992, with Walmart generating over $104 billion in revenue annually. Today, Walmart has expanded to over 10,500 stores worldwide and consistently brings in over $500 billion in revenue each year. Walton's legacy lives on in the millions of customers who rely on Walmart for affordable goods and the employees who benefit from the profit-sharing structure he pioneered. His life reminds us that success doesn't always come from following the rules. It often comes from rewriting them.